Hello, everyone. I thought I would do a Ask Me Anything show. I've not done this for a while, especially showing myself like this. I don't know if anyone's around at this time. It's Sunday, and I thought there may be some people around at this time. So I hope you are all well. And so hi there. So this is Ask Me Anything show. So it's about anything, generally about the royal family or about current affairs, what's going on in the world, to what to expect, any premonitions, any predictions. Also general, and also what else can I say? A live reading, a live reading, a live reading. When it's live, you really, really are put on the spot. I'm just going to put this on the floor. Okay. I've got a box on there. I'm just making some room for if I need to place some cards down there. So, basically, Ask Me Anything show. So, if you're new to my channel, I am an empath, and I am a spiritual person, and I have a gift of being able to pick up energetically, clairessently, for energies around me, emotions. I also have dream predictions. I've not had a dream prediction for a while. Well, I did have a dream the other night, but I kind of thought, oh, I wonder if that's relevant. And if I don't kind of write it down, what I've dreamt about, it kind of it disappears, and I can't remember it. So, hi everyone, lovely to see you. So it's a long time since I've actually come on like this and actually show myself. So a little bit of a treat. I am on annual leave this week, so I'm able to spend a little bit of time. I mean, I do this every day. If my channel was doing better, and if it was doing better, I do this every day. Of course, I would. So let's have a look. Hi everyone. Hi wee bird. Yeah, and the Queen has lawyered up. So we're going to ask. Yeah, thank you for asking questions already. I've got an itchy back. Ugh. Nice to see you guys. Okay, and my back is itching. Sorry. Oh, it's quite warm in here. I don't know why. Yeah, it'd be lovely if you can stop boycotting me. Stop boycotting me and put your thumbs up, okay? Stop this nonsense. I'm just an everyday girl doing a channel, okay? So stop this silliness of is it boycotting? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if you are or not, to be honest. Thank you, Angelina. Thank you. Hello there. Hello, blessed one. How are you? Not seen you for a while. Hi, wee bird. Hi, LS. Do you know what, LS, about the job situation? I actually did do a reading, a daily read on that. I felt that there's a lot of people at the moment, energetic-wise, kind of worried about their jobs, and it's like at the back of your mind all the time. Am I going to get this job? And so if I will do some free readings, but I also want to answer questions on general things too. If you do want to have your own personal reading, I think if you make a super chat, and I will come to you, because this is, it's for everyone. It's not just for doing a reading for you guys, but if you do want to do that, I'm okay with that. Okay, but if you want to make a super chat just to support my channel and a little bit of an exchange, so if not, you can always come and have a personal reading with me. I do Skype, or I do Zoom, and I do one-to-one, or I do a reading with you. So yeah, I don't know what you feel about the Queen. She apparently apparently there's news going around that the Queen is getting her lawyers. I think that's the only way to stop Harry and Meghan. I feel they've gone too far. I feel they've gone too far, and the reason why they've gone too far is because they want to. Well, Meghan wants to become a billionaire, and the way to become a billionaire is to do Netflix, documentaries, and all this kind of thing. And what has Meghan got to merch off? What, that she used to be a yacht girl? And what has she got to merch off, that she used to be in Suits? Who's going to be interested in that? So being married to Prince Harry is a massive opportunity to sell his secret stories that's going to make millions. And these secret stories are about the royal family, about the Queen, about Charles, and it's against the policies of the firm that you can't sell private, personal secrets from the palace, and merch off it. Fergie's done this, and she's just been trashed, doesn't she, for actually doing that? Although she's now writing these Mills and Boon books. She's teamed up with Mills and Boons. I don't know what you think about that. She was dressed up in some get-up gear for a trailer. I won't say trailer trash. She was dressed up in some get-up gear of like an aristocratic lady with a top hat on. I don't know whether you saw that. I saw that and I went, oh my God. How low would you stoop to make some money? Make a video, make some kind of trailer about your book, and look ridiculous in some kind of get-up gear, like horse riding gear. So she's got, and then this Meghan and Harry seems to be following suit with Fergie and her ideas. Okay. Hi everyone. How are you guys? Thank you, Yelena. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I don't normally show myself very often, but this is a spiritual channel, okay, and I'll look in the inroads, the outer roads, and the labyrinth, okay. I think, again, why would you do that? It's just to make some money, it's just to make money, and this is why they're doing all these things. I mean, you don't get William. I mean, the only way that William and Kate makes money is through their Twitter and their Instagrams. I don't know, all those accounts that they have. They've got millions of followers that they will make money off that. They will make money off that, but it's just really keeping people updated of what's going on with the royal family. Yet at the same time, they make money on the views. Well, that's great, people. That's good luck to them. So the Queen, apparently, but I feel what I pick up here is the Queen will actually will do this. Will have lawyers against Meghan and Harry to try to stop them with these shenanigans of all this privacy and these secrets being leaked out in these books to make millions. It's all about money. And Fergie's doing the same. She's making an absolute fool of herself. Can't they see that they're making fools of themselves? Can't they see that they're making themselves look trash? It's not very eloquent, is it? Really? It's not very elegant, and blurting all of this out. It's like they've got no bound. What's so trashy about it is that they're just showing that they have no boundaries. They have no boundaries. They're willing to cross those lines to make money. And that's what's so trashy about it, don't you think? I always feel that people who lack boundaries and that actually like regulating themselves to be respectable. People that trash other people and say this is what it's like trashing the Queen and the royal family and the firm. This is what they did to us. They were so racist and they we've not heard anything back from the Queen, and we are absolutely appalled. So what that is doing is saying that the Queen doesn't really care about diversity, and the Queen doesn't care less about race and that she's racist, and her silence is proving that. But she's not said a word, has she? She's not said a word. So she's kept her silence. So Harry and Meghan are opening their big mouths on behalf of the Queen and twisting it all around to make it look as if it's the firm's fault here for not acting. And I feel the Queen has had enough of Harry and Meghan just opening their big mouths on behalf of the royal family, basically saying how they're behaving is not right. They've not responded and all this kind of thing. Well, Harry and Meghan have definitely responded, haven't they? And they've definitely crossed that line of they've definitely crossed that line. They've crossed that barrier. They seem to not have any boundaries or respect of privacy, although they want privacy, yet they don't. It doesn't seem to bother them to just walk over that line and just blurt it all out. Let's just be boundaryless and transparent. That's the new kind of buzzword, isn't it? Let's be transparent. What transparency means is, be open, but it's also another excuse to, I'm going to cross that line. I'm going to cross that line and I'm going to be transparent. That's what transparency means. You can use it in any way that you wish, but that's what I get here. Hi everyone. Hi there. Hi Tracy. Will Her Majesty the Queen take legal action, and if so, can you see how long before it will happen? Thank you. Yes. Well, Tracy, good question. Okay, thank you for asking. for asking this, because I'm going to use my little cards, because I'm going to fill the screen up with my big cards. So it's really strange, because I'm picking up on circles, ever decreasing circles. I don't know why I'm picking up on circles, but what these circles represent is the Queen is in the center. Okay, she is the main person. She is the center, the Queen. And then you get another circle around that, and that is the courtiers and the advisors. The top advisors is the second circle. And then the outer circle to that is the lesser advisors and courtiers, okay? And the circle goes outwards, okay? Actually, the second circle, it may be the Queen, and then the circle after that would possibly be Prince Charles and the senior royals, and the third circle would be the courtiers and the advisors. Okay, the Queen will not do it directly herself. She will go through these circles. Okay. And I get a vision of these circles. She will go to the outer circle, which is they will have a meeting with senior royals about the whole situation, and then it would go out to the third circle, which would be the courtiers, the top legal advisors, and the top legal advisors would be the third circle, and then it goes on to the lesser people that all help within the firm. Okay, so the Queen would have passed this on, had a meeting with, and then passed this on to the courtiers to deal with, to actually. She would have made a decision. We need to take this. How do we stop this? How do we stop this? How do we stop this ridiculousness? Why are they doing this? It's like one of those, what you do at college. It's like when you do that spider thing with all the ideas of it. You get the subject. Why is Harry and Meghan crossing boundaries and trashing the royal family? And then you get all the spider legs off it saying why. And then you come up with a solution of, well, this is why. Boils down to money, doesn't it? Making money. And how do we stop this? Well, we have to stop this, because they have crossed that boundary. They are making money out of the royal secrets, and we have to now take legal action against them. So I feel this is what's happening. I feel they've had some kind of, as you call it, crisis meeting with the senior royals and the senior advisors, and then this has been passed to their senior royal lawyers, legal people to deal with, and then it will be possibly. They've already kind of warned them not to do this. That I feel they may have very silently, very politely said, can you not do this? Can you not share our privacy? What will be the damage and the ramifications if you do this? And Harry and Meghan have just done it regardless. Okay. Anyway, that's what, isn't that what narcissists do? Narcissists, they don't have boundaries. They don't even see boundaries. They don't see boundaries. There's no boundary. They don't even know what boundaries are. So if you say, oh, you're crossing the line there, that's crossing the line, you're going too far. You see, Meghan wouldn't even know. She'd say, okay, let's go a bit further then. Let's test this. That is narcissism. They like boundaries. And does anybody know here? Has anybody being around a narcissist, they always push the envelope. It will be, well, I'm going to try this, and I'll go a bit further next time, and I will try this. I'll go a bit further, and I'll try that. I will go a bit further until it becomes very damaging. They're always pushing the envelope. I've met a few narcissists, and that's what they do. I can see it from a male now. They push your values. They push your beliefs. They push you to twist your opinions. Because innately they're jealous because you've got some kind of core identity, and they're jealous because you are able to, have a regulated emotions where you would say, oh, no, that's wrong. You know right and wrong. You know right and wrong. And you say, oh, no, that's wrong. I won't do that. I won't cross that line. No, thank you. I kind of realized the ramifications if I did. Narcissists do not. And I feel this is where it's sitting with Meghan and how he goes along with it. He is controlled by her. He is manipulated by her. I have got a premiere too later this evening. If you want to join us, I'm going to be there too. I've done a little bit of an interesting format just to change things around a bit for it to be less kind of boring. So come to that live. It's a premiere this evening. It's actually after this live show. So it's all about control. Okay, controlling Harry. I don't feel he's had enough of being controlled yet. It takes a lot to crack that nut, doesn't it? What I mean by that is when you're a normal mentality with a regulated mentality, you don't understand what's going on. It's like you're naive to this game that they play, and Meghan works on the naivety of people, and snickers when she kind of realizes how naive you are. Oh my God. Kind of snickers. It's vindictive. It's nasty. I've actually seen people do that. It's only because I've had a narcissistic abuse as well to me that it's not that I'm a narcissist. I just understand narcissism now. I've studied it so much that when they know that they are pushing the envelope, they go, oh, how far can I go here? They see it as a game, and although it's hurting you. And though this would be hurting the Queen, this game would be hurting the Queen, Meghan would be sniggering and thinking, oh, I wonder how far I can go with this. I wonder how far I could encourage Harry. I'm not blaming this totally on Meghan, but I don't understand why Harry was so supportive of the royal family before Meghan came along, and then all of a sudden he's trashing the Queen. I mean, I don't think he would ever have done that. In my opinion. So, hi everyone. Hi Debbie Z. How are you? Hi Kelly Smith. How are you? So, if you do want a reading of your own, and it kind of, if you want to make a super chat, you don't have to. You can just listen to the show, the general questions, because this is just Ask Me Anything show, so it can be about anything general. Okay. Hi Lorraine. Hi there. Yo Yvonne. Sag Rising here. Hi. Not cultures everywhere. We must resist. Yeah, we should not get on that bandwagon Yeah, not brainwashing. Absolutely. I met recently that they're out there every day, every day. I met one recently, and I could see that they were pushing, see how far they could go. And I did not bite because I understand narcissism, it's an illness and it's a mental illness. And I did not bite. And I it's really frustrating because they really test your patience. You know, they do it, and if they can't, they push further until they're actually causing you pain. You know, they will work on your sleep deprivation, and when they see you really tired and you can't open your eyes because they're working on the sleep deprivation, and you're saying, what did you say? I'm just so tired, not again. And they will laugh at that. They will laugh at causing you pain because sleep deprivation is causing you distress and making you ill. And even that, if they can't get you to bite back, if they can't get you to be aggressive and pull out something within you that they feel that's in there that isn't in there anyway, but because they've got this evil monster within inside of them, they're just trying to drag it out of everybody else. And that's what this is. So they test you, prod you, and if they don't do that, they will deprive you of affection, deprive you of love, deprive you. They will be non-inclusive. They will leave you out of things. They will push you out. They will cause you pain to actually get some kind of reaction from you. They will make you feel like trash and make you feel worthless in whatever way that they can. Okay. And this is, maybe we're kind of going into talking about narcissism here now. Yes, because we're having to deal with Afghanistan. I feel the world has gone absolutely bonkers. I feel it's full of narcissists. We are dealing with, listen to this, guys, and I am going to do a reading on this on Patreon. We are dealing with, we went to war, okay, we did in the UK, in England and America and other parts of the world, went to Afghanistan to protect, with our forces, to protect Afghanistan people, to protect Afghanistan people from Taliban rule, okay? Because the Talibans are opposing the westernized culture. That was the reason why. It kept the peace. It kept the peace of, in Afghanistan, although we lost lots of soldiers. What it was doing was protecting the westernized society from this Taliban regime. That was the main reason they were sending troops in there, to do that. Now, we were winning. The westernized society were winning. We were stopping the Taliban from using cruelty towards women and barbarity and beheading and all this kind of thing. This week, the Taliban have won that war. That war that we were trying to protect those people, protect the westernized society, has been won by that Taliban regime. Where does that make sense? Where does that make sense? And it makes me angry because, these people are against a civilized society, that yet they're allowed to go and rule a country. with peace talks. Where does that make sense? Because that is going to breed. I mean, have we forgotten about 9/11? Have we forgotten about 9/11? Have we forgotten about our tube stations being blown up and people getting killed and that bus in London? Have we forgotten about all of that? Because what's going to happen now in Afghanistan is it's going to be a breeding ground for ISIS. And that's what they were trying to prevent in the first place. That's why they sent troops in there after 9/11 to try to stop these terrorists taking over. But this week, this Taliban regime has won this war. Where does that make sense? Where does that make sense? Where on earth does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And we have got, which I'm going to cover this over on Patreon. I didn't want to do this here, but we have got a hurricane coming to New York City overnight tonight. How is that possible? How is that possible? And I am going to cover this because there's a war going on. We're at war. We're at war and we're not even being told about it. Where did this COVID come from? Yeah, because I feel these energies that come through. I don't like these energies. I'm not just saying this to get you to like, share, and all this kind of thing. I'd like you to put your comments, that's for sure, because I just love to read your huge long comments. I do. I love it because there's a lot of intellectual people on my channel and I just love it. We're at war. People are putting huge barriers up, boundaries up. When are we going to be told that we're at war? Anyway, enough. I'm not going to speak about Afghanistan now, but it's a big thing at the moment. Why on earth have we got suddenly this hurricane going into New York City? We're totally back to square one. NMCN, we are totally back to square one. 9/11, terrorist attacks. We went into Afghanistan. Americans, rest of the world went in there to stop this ISIS, and you know the Taliban ruling, and then this last week, they win. They take over Afghanistan. They win that war. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. We sent, and you guys in America sent all those troops to Afghanistan to protect Afghanistan people. And this week, to stop this from happening, and this week, the Taliban take over. They invade and they take over. It's unbelievable. And what they're going to do next? They're going to breed these terrorists, aren't they? Because they hate the Western world. They hate the way we live. And prayers to the females of Afghanistan, absolutely. Because the females in Afghanistan now, we're going back years now, aren't we, when the 9/11, but the females now there have been to college, have got, are educated, are at university, and all of a sudden they're going to have to stop. They're going to have to stop. Yeah, and why did they make it easy for them to win? To actually just walk in there. So talking about the narcissism, this just proves to me that narcissism is ruling, because these Talibans are absolutely misogynistic. They rape, they beat up their girls, their women, they rape them, they stone them, they abuse them. They're sexual slaves. They're misogynistic narcissists. It's like, we can treat women like they're lowlives, and we can just, if we fancy some sex, we'll just grab anybody. That is not a civilized society. And are they going to allow that? Is the world going to allow that? A kind of uncontrollable society regime? It's unbelievable, and I think I'm not the only one that's thinking like this, and opening their eyes to this world as it is at the moment is absolutely shocking. It's out of control. It's out of control. So yeah, don't get me onto this. I will take it over to Patreon, okay, and we'll explore that in depth. I'm going to do more on that this week. So, yeah, narcissism, it's taking over our world. Most of us have had, I feel this, I'm not a feminist at all. I just feel that women should have some equal kind of treatment, not treated like pieces of meat and just treated like animals. I feel that a lot of even westernized men have been like this, and we're waking up to this. We're waking up to this manipulation. So hi everyone, thank you for coming. Any more questions here? Any more questions? So we have covered, pandemic is narcissism, Debbie said. So yeah, we've covered the Queen. I feel there's no boundaries with Meghan and Harry. Again, narcissism. It's that is proof that we're just going to trample all over your boundaries, and we're just going to do and say whatever we want to do. That is just typical of narcissism. So any more questions? Thank you. NMCN. Yes, I agree. Islam treats women as different. Why? We're still human beings. Crazy. But I think treating them as inferior and abusing them is a manipulation of Islam. I remember learning about Islam at school. Okay. Why can't the Queen shut them up? Because why can't the Queen shut them up? Because I feel that they're dealing with a narcissist, Meghan. She can't shut up. You see, narcissists have to win. They have to win. It's like if they don't win, they cut people off. They hold grudges, and they may stop for a while. They may stop. You can say the slightest thing to a narcissist, like you can say something like, they can speak to you and you can say, please don't speak to me in that manner. And you have a right to say that as a human being. Please don't speak to me in that manner. But can you please not speak like that to me in public again? And a normal person would take that on board and be mindful not to do that again. A narcissist will wait till you get home after you've said that, and they will make your life hell. They will tear up the place, they will throw things, they will have a rage, they will push you from pillar to post, they will grab you, be violent with you even, and threaten you with your life. And say to you, don't you ever say that to me again. And all you were saying was, please don't speak to me like that again, which you have a right to do. But with a narcissist, they don't feel that you have a right to say that. Narcissists see that as a huge kind of attack on them, that you have an opinion, that you have a mind of your own, and you value yourself. You value yourself. If you prove that and say to a narcissist, I don't want you to treat me like that again, they will see that as an attack, because that means that you value yourself. This is how the mindset of a narcissist is. It'll be, wow, you think you have value, do you? You feel that you have value, that I am not allowed to speak to you how the hell I want to speak to you and treat you like trash? You feel that you're so much better than me because you've got values, and I don't even know what values or boundaries are. And you're saying to me that you don't want me to speak like that to you again. That's what's clocking in their head. And they're saying to themselves, wait until you get home. There's no way you're going to speak to me and tell me that I can't treat you like trash. Now, that's the mindset of a narcissist. Why I'm saying this about why can't the Queen shut them up is because this would be the mindset. The Queen may say, or William, or the courtiers or the advisors may say to Harry and Meghan, you cannot say that. You cannot speak like that about the Queen. You cannot speak like that about the firm. You mustn't say that is treasonous. The narcissist will take that as an attack on their core and think on themselves, I have such low value, and I have such low you have such a low opinion of me that you're telling me that I don't even know how to speak to people. That you're attacking me. They twist it around. They will twist it around, and then it would be holding a grudge for that person for telling them to not say anything, keep quiet, don't open your mouth, just stay silent, be stiff upper lip. You see, the Queen is just telling them, or someone's just telling them, advising them how it is, how they behave as royals. Meghan would take that as like, well, you're being racist, because what you're saying is that I don't have a voice. I mean, she's even said that. She said that they tried to keep her quiet, and I didn't have a voice, and that's how they would take it. Narcissists would take it as an attack on themselves. They would keep it as a grudge, and they would say even more. They would push even more boundaries, and they would leak out more secrets, and they would say even more things, because that's their mindset, and that's why they can't shut them up. The only thing that they can shut them up is to take something away from them, like money or any kind of allowances, um, hurt them where they feel it in their pocket. But I think they've already done that. They've stopped the allowance. And they've even tried that to get them to shut up, but they haven't. So the next step is getting the law involved, isn't it? And doing it that way. I'm sure this would have been the last resort for the Queen. And I'm sure that the Queen and the advisors have gone round it all the other way. But it's, they've just ignored it all. And what they've done is they've just continued regardless, and even done worse kind of things against the royal family. Okay. God knows what these books are going to say. But I blame Meghan. I don't feel that Harry would have done this if he hadn't have met Meghan. I feel she's encouraged him to do this. I do. I mean, my personal feeling on that, I feel that she has. Yeah, so I don't know what legal action they're going to take, but I do pick up, let me pull out some cards. I do pick up that that this is the last resort the Queen would want to take, but she has to protect the monarchy, the future royals, and this is what she would have to do to protect the future monarchy. So I think this is going to shock Harry. I'm picking up here these legal letters from lawyers are going to shock Harry. And I feel that's what they want to do, is shock Harry to actually see his senses and stop this. Okay. And he's going to be very upset that his own family are sending him legal letters here. Threats of being sued, going against, even to I don't think they would want him to have a prison sentence or anything like that. But so the only way to do this is to, I feel they're going to do this quite quickly, swiftly with this card. The Eight of Rods, they are going to do this very swiftly. There's legal teams. I do feel that for some reason, I do feel that Harry and Meghan, after all of this, will actually want to come back into the protection of the royal family. I just get this energy after all of this. Yeah, I feel that I feel that there's some kind of clause in this, in, I don't know, in the policies of the firm, that they cannot do this, and they have broken these policies, privacy laws or whatever they are. They have surpassed this and gone further than that. So and they've done it for money. Okay, they've done it for money. They also did this because their allowance was cut off. They did this for spite because their allowance was cut off. Well, I will write a book, but I do get that the Queen is very much loves her grandson, and she doesn't want to do this. But because they cut the firm cut them off of the allowance, they have responded in this way. Now, my premiere starts in 30 minutes, so I will be actually going shortly. Hi, Prussian. How are you? Thank you for. Oh, hi. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. Do you know, I was watching. You put a cat there, and I was watching on YouTube. I love YouTube, but I was watching on YouTube about cats being rescued and actually being adopted by people today. That's funny that you put that cat there. Um, it was very heart touching that there are good people out there, and maybe that's what we should watch is these these YouTube channels that have good people that want to help animals and I want to help other people. My heart was very touched by. We've received some refugees from Afghanistan already, and the donations, bags of clothes and food and all that kind of thing over the last 2 days have piled high for refugees for when they get here. Isn't that heartwarming? That so they've got food and they've got clothing to wear and all that kind of thing when they get here, because they would have maybe had good jobs. They maybe had a lovely home, and they've just had to leave everything behind, furniture, televisions, all the things that we have, and they've just had to leave it. Can you imagine how they feel in a strange country? Yeah, I was watching it and I just thought, oh, that's wonderful that people have given, their clothes, bags of clothes for these people, So I actually got here, popped up here, Biden could be impeached over mishandling of the Afghanistan withdrawal. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. Whether you feel that he actually mismanaged and mishandled that, not just what about the British government too? What were they doing? They must have known about this, okay? So thank you, everyone. We've got Charles already. Wow, what a surprise! So what I want to do is actually go now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to the live show. I have got a premiere in about 20 minutes, so come and join us there too. And thank you for coming. I've really enjoyed it. Please put your comments on the follow up to this, okay? Please put your comments in the comments section. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel about the British government, about the US government, Biden, mismanagement, all of these kinds of things, all that we've covered here on this live show in the Queen, taking legal action. Tell me what you feel in the comments section. I love to read your comments, and please put your thumbs up, please share, please like, and please subscribe. And I'm going to go now because we're getting filled up with trolls there. Okay, sending you lots of love, and bye for now. Bye bye.